Hello, Bobby.
Okay, I can't hear you. 1 second.
How about now?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, no slide for today, but we have just one. Yeah, I think one point to discuss is if we want to move to LF, Linux Foundation Data and AI, and how to start with the first step in the new community. And we want we can share the email, or yeah, I think it's
I have the email. Can you hear me?
yes,
Yes.
Oh,
Bobby,
good,
yes.
good, good. I have the email. Hold on, let me share my screen.
Okay.
All right. Did that work? Okay, good.
Yes.
So, well, welcome to the Monday Morning Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust AIFAQ Lab Project meeting. The code of conduct and the privacy policy are on our homepage. If you'd like to click on it, everybody here has been in the meeting, so we all know what it says. So getting right into it. Today's agenda, we have just a couple of things. One of the things is to discuss what happens next with our overall status at the Linux Foundation. On our way to request moving out of labs to incubation, they kind of flagged us and said, decentralized trust is blockchain projects and some tools that are basically blockchain uh, enabling or centering tools, and our tool is not that. So instead of just saying no, they had an interesting opportunity for us, which is to maybe see if we could become a Linux Foundation AIFAQ project, which is huge. So if anybody wants to take the time to read the letter, it's on the screen. So I guess that third paragraph. So they're not going to
Just provide the link real quick so I could
Oh, okay.
access it because it's just too hard to read inside of
No
Zoom.
worries. It's in the chat now. So this is basically so basically I see this, they're saying you can go in and try to be a tool and get advice from the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust Technical Advisory Committee if you wanted, or you could just, in that highlighted paragraph, take it up to the Linux Foundation AI and data community and see what they have to say. So I'm just opening it up there for thoughts.
Okay. Um, so we had talked about last year of there being a blockchain element to what we're building um, on the sort of compliance and logging side. But that's obviously like a future feature down the road. Um, and I would it's
Yeah.
something we can come back and revisit, but I'm sort of more inclined to say, hey, let's get the Snowflake thing working before we start working on adding blockchain to this. So I'd rather see development resources focused on getting the Snowflake to market, connector to market, um, and leveraging that platform to find customers, to find
Yes.
paying customers.
Agreed. That should be number one. But with this scenario, we could do this two ways. We could go the first way, which is say, you know what? We like it where we are. We're going to bunt. We're going to stay with the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust. We're going to go before the TAC. Maybe they'll put us in incubation as a tool for the other blockchain projects, which is basically bunting. Or we can go for the home run. But you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say go for the home run. Which is try to bring it up to where it should, where it does fit, which is the Linux Foundation AI. And again, I don't think we have to rush this or push this fast, but I don't think we should be spinning our wheels trying to get into uh, the blockchain set side of it if we have every intention of going for the AI
Right.
side. I just want to ask David how long we can sit in a lab with this transition in mind, because I'm going to say, we want to get our Snowflake connected and we want to maybe get some mentorship programs going. We want to get some pay, we want to work towards that first, but we like it where we are right now. And we're going to be working towards moving into somebody's incubation. If it's not the decentralized trust, then it'll be AI and data. So I want to feel him out and kind of see how long we can sit where we are until we're ready to swing for the home run. That's just my opinion. Thoughts from everybody else?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, yeah, also with David, because David said you start in blockchain community, but yeah, now our focus it's a bit different. We are focusing on AI, and also um, so maybe it's the natural consequence is to switch to another community where where the core is the AI. Maybe we can stay here some, I don't know, weeks or months. It depends on David, what he will say, and maybe in the future we can move to LF data and AI, and also starting, yeah, with the same purpose to move into incubation and to see what requirements um,
No, that's not what I
i-
meant.
they ask us in the future. Yeah, maybe LF data AI and AI wants the same to have a clear roadmap,
Yeah,
and
no, I
I don't
looked at
know.
it. I have it on my computer somewhere. I just have trouble
Mhm.
locating things when I have 19 million screens open. Let me see if I can pinpoint it while you continue talking.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah, so basically, the Linux Foundation has the same steps. The life cycle is a little different. They call it a few different things. I was looking at it, but it's basically the same format, same kind
mhm,
of community, because I guess the centralized trust or Hyperledger at the time just formed right under and followed their policies and procedures.
mhm,
So it's almost like we're going up to the parent from the child level, which is good. And I'll keep that in mind as we move forward. I'll feel from David. I think we can stay again because in lab, they're not throwing any resources at you. You're just using their wiki pages and their meetings, and they like the community to be active. They love what we're doing in the community, having calls and getting people involved. And we have a new person on the call. Hi, Latoya, today who
Morning.
always like people on our calls. Welcome. This is an AI call. We're just discussing where our project fits in the overall Linux Foundation right now. So again, I think they like that, and I don't think that they'll have any problems with us staying here for a while we get our ducks in a row. So I'll feel that out and get back to you next week on how
Mhm.
David feels about that. Anybody else have any comments? J Ram, you're good with the direction of that? Thumbs up.
So Bobby, I just have some questions here. So I put in the chat the initial um, Gamma app presentation that we gave, and if you go to, what is it, two, three, four, five, six, the sixth slide deck in there, that's where we have the idea of the audit trail and logs, provide transparency and meet legal compliance as one of the features on the roadmap. And so I'm wondering if like before we make a decision to just sort of let David know that this is has always been on our roadmap, um, and that that's the blockchain part of our project, where use, you know, the power of AI combined with the blockchain to create trust and transparency.
And again, I think that's great, and I think David will go absolutely for us. Again, in the last part of his email, he said, "There's no problem with you pitching this to the your proposal as is to the decentralized trust TAC and see what they say." They always love tools, like they have some tools that are not blockchain based security tools and things that
Okay.
help them, help the blockchains operate. And especially with that, exactly on the roadmap, there should be no problem. Um, and that can buy us the time we need while we really secure this snowflake
Okay. Yeah,
avenue.
what I'm just trying to figure out is this like we have to pick one or the other, and if we go down one path, we can't come back. You can't come home.
I don't think so, but I think we might be doing the same work twice.
Okay.
And I think we probably could reuse the stuff. I'm just going to use the proposal that we have for the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust and see if I can just. They don't have labs at the Linux Foundation. They go right to incubation. That was the one thing that I
Okay.
noticed from what I was reading, is that they don't have this wonderful spot we've been sitting in for 2 years playing, and they go right to incubation. So I think the uh, entry level requirements for incubation might be uh, less than they are at the decentralized trust, because that's the
Mm.
first step. Anyway,
Okay.
but yeah, so I will get to David and see what he has to say. Um, Again,
Yeah, what
does
I was sort of getting at is it, do we have to pick one or other? Can we pursue both?
we can pursue both. We can
Yeah.
pursue both. This is basically the look and feel of the website I'm moving towards this week.
Oh,
Um,
wow. At first glance, I like it.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's a template. It's just a boilerplate. That's the look and feel. If we like it, I'm gonna do it with my friend Muhammad, who I've met on Fiverr to help me with the little ins and outs. So hopefully we'll get moving quickly on this. So that was the only thing I'm going to be working on. And then here we go. I got this notice from Snowflake. I sent it over to Gianluca, and I think I copied you, JBram. I should have copied you. If I didn't, I apologize. About a security violation. And it said go to the trust center.
Okay.
So let's go to the trust center.
What'd you do now, Bobby?
I don't know. It's always something with me. It's always something, I'm telling you.
How did you get past their
How did
security?
I break it again? I tell you, I always do things that are. I'm just going to get my code. Depreciation of password only sign-ins.
Well, meaning it's always they're going to require make it mandatory for two-factor authentication or some kind of auth app.
Ensure an account level network policy. I think you're going to need a network policy to allow only access from trusted IPs. So, in other words, if I'm
Oh,
trying to access my Snowflake account from my cell phone at the train station, they're probably going to say no, as opposed to my dedicated IP that they've
oh
verified.
wow. So you have to provide verified white list, a white label, a white list of IP addresses. Huh.
So, if you guys want to send me over your IPs,
How do I get my IP address?
I don't know. I don't know. This isn't the form where they want it either. So, I have to do some
Yeah.
research on that. Or this is
It's I
just,
think
Is it still
some
IP
website.
config?
yeah,
Used
that's
to be a
not, that
website
has.
called What's My IP? Does that still exist?
Yeah.
And you want my IP v6 or IPv4?
No, maybe they're just, well, they already required, again, right here, it says starting in August 25, which is correct. We all had to do the authentication. Um, I'll have to figure out where they want your, yeah, if you just send them over, I'll figure out where to put them. Probably. So we'll do our network policy this week too. Who knew? And how are everything going? Do you want to share your screen, JRAM, or talk about this? Where are we seated, or Gianluca? Besides our critical, that was it from me.
But do you see an email or is a
I
notification?
I got an email and I posted it on our page on our,
Okay.
so it's right here.
Okay.
That's all the email said, and then it said go to the trust
Mhm.
center. I think I forwarded to you yesterday, last night.
Okay. CSC.
Yeah, it's that one.
Mhm.
So if last week, let's see, I still have that stuff from last week on here. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. You can try to change the password. Yeah, because that last time I tried to install the Snowflake version, I used another account. I'm not using the your account and Jerem account. I created the another account. So I think it's not.
Are you JOFL?
What is J?
No, these are all Virginia. There's one from West Oregon. That's me too. I don't know how I got to Oregon.
No, I think if you change the password, because I remember the last password you shared, it's very easy to to have a match. So if you change the password, maybe a bit stronger, and also you share the password with Jerome, I think you can solve it. I remember something like password 123. I don't remember. So.
No, it was a capital P password 12345 exclamation point. Come on, that's top level security, Gianluca. Top
Okay.
level.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Password 12345 is top level. No one can break that. Let me see where I put the pass. Somewhere I know I keep the passwords. That's what's the matter with? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, maybe don't share in something like public recorded video. If you changed password, share with Jairam using another channel.
So this was the other password that JRAM likes, which is probably way more secure than mine.
Yeah, but if
That's not working either.
no, no, I stopped trying to use the your account. At the moment, I have a free account for also other like 2 or 3 weeks. So at the moment, I'm using that one, and so you can change. You can change with no problem password.
So you want me to change the password on the CSC 404?
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to do that right now.
You can change. Don't write on like public uh, mm, website or in public recorded video. Maybe share with Jeram using private channel or in
Okay.
Slack or WhatsApp or other private
We could
channel.
use
And I think,
Slack.
yeah, yeah,
That's not what I
and
wanted.
mhm.
Security. Where's my security?
Yeah, I agree with Jeram. If you don't share in public channel video or other kind of website.
Where would I change my password? I think it would be within the account, right? I'm in the wrong place. Ah, I found out where I'm putting our network policy
Yeah, Jerome said in the settings.
in the
Where is
settings.
settings?
Got it. Thank you, Jerry.
Hmm.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry. Just one thing. Also, that's meeting. It's public because it's a recorded video.
Oh, okay.
So maybe maybe you
So,
can change when you finish.
or how about I just do this? Change it on this screen.
Or don't share the screen. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing and I'll do it. And then I'll put it in Slack.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Okay. So I will put that in the Slack in a second.
Mhm.
And if you guys want to talk about the code and the snowflake stuff, where we're standing and what's going on, while I do that, that would be awesome.
Yeah, okay. The last week I tried to install also the version number two. I have some issues. I shared with Jeram. Jeram, I think it's working on that, and I will try again when you finish when I receive notification from Jeram. The idea
Gianluca, I
is
have
yeah.
already shared the code with you in the Slack, the updated one. You can try that.
Okay, so now I can try. We have, but just one question. Okay. Mhm. Okay. I will try. I will try to install the version number two. So the question is, we should change something before to move to LF data and AI, or we can use the same code, same, yeah, to move to incubation, there are same requirements, or we should talk with someone in LF data AI community.
They have let me see if I can find they have the life cycle. And if you Google Linux Foundation project life cycle, they are start at incubation, and if you click on incubation, you'll see the proposal.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I see.
And that basically was what I was going
Mhm.
to go by.
Okay, sandbox and incubation is the second step. Early adoption, graduated, and emeritus. Okay. So now we are in sandbox, like
Basically, yeah, the same term for
lab. Okay. Yeah, I will check. Okay, any other thoughts or ideas?
still trying to get a password that they like. At least 14 characters. So where are we? What's the this week issues with Snowflake that we should address?
Okay, personally, I will try to install again the second version. The idea is to have, yeah, to test the current version of the code and the current version of the short guide. Yeah, it's very easy, just two commands. And I don't know for coding if Jerem has some news.
Okay, I fixed the password. I'll put it in the Slack.
Mhm.
And then I'll
So I'm
take
currently working on this features like adding the hybrid search and audit logging into the admin dashboard and other file types like the Python code files and every code file, HTML markdown into the initial, and also adding an activity dashboard where the admin can see is the other user he used how many credits or how many files did he use or the query regarding everything. And also working on like configurations like we can export or import the configurations from one cloud provider to the Snowflake environment. And also thinking about for the free plan, the feature of rate limiting, like it will limit the responses based on hourly base or a daily base. Yeah, these are all the features I'm currently working on. And the seventh feature that I am going to think of adding agents inside the Snowflake environment. Yeah, I'm thinking about, so in the next week I will make a clear roadmap about it, like how can we add agents into the Snowflake environment. So these all the features currently I'm working on.
Okay.
I sent the password to JRAM, and I also dropped it in the Snowflake section of our Slack channel. Um, and if everybody copies it, let me know, and then I'll delete it out of the Snowflake channel. But it's in there for now, and hopefully that will work.
Okay.
There a link to the Slack channel, or is it just private?
Actually, yeah, hold on. I will put it in the chat. And I was just before we ended, I was gonna, ask
I
you
was going to
about
offer an
your
introduction. I was just going
we were gonna ask you about like what's going on.
to
Hold on, let
crash your
me
party here.
just oh, no worries. We love party crashers. Trying to find the so I'm gonna put a link in the chat to our well, you found the meeting page, so you don't need that. To our page that the Linux Foundation, why isn't this working? Like keeps for us. Hold on. There. My computer never works on a Monday. It doesn't. There it is. Okay, so this page is where we keep the notes from our weekly meetings. And our weekly meetings have started off um, when I was on the technical steering committee of Hyperledger a couple years ago. They were having problems with all the different disparate projects and their documentation. So they asked, we formed a task force, and Gianluca and I were part of that task force. And we tried to do documentation, and that was right around the time that AI was coming out. And we decided that you can't do documentation anymore without using an AI tool. It's just with the updates and with the AI is definitely the answer for maintaining and updating quality documentation around disparate communities. And with that, we decided to work on a AI project for documentation, which turned into a AI project for the open source community to create their own chatbots using. If you configure it this way, you can use it for your personal information against your public facing information, where you build a private knowledge base where you can query it and extract valuable data, but nobody else, it doesn't go back up to other knowledge bases. It's your private stored either on your location or we'll store it privately for you. And you can build it, add information. We're going to have agents, as Jay Ram was talking about, updating things and creating dashboards. We're working with Snowflake, which is a huge data warehousing company, to put our tool on top of some of their data warehouses for people. So not only can they, use the insights from their data, from their Snowflake data, but they could also add in private information that they don't want to share with the Snowflake environment. So there's like a lot of advantages to what we're doing. Open source is huge. And now we've just finished our last mentorship where JRAM was a mentor and a mentee at the same time. I think he's just like helping us lead this project through the Snowflake connection. So and Peter is our business guru. Without Peter, we wouldn't know where we were going. We would just be mice walking around in rooms in circles. So that's basically our team. We had a lot more people on our team when we do the mentorships, which we're gearing up for one now. And that just light bulb. We might want to get this proposal in the Linux Foundation for the mentorship program, because the mentorship program is a Linux Foundation program. And there's no reason why we can't introduce ourselves into the community at the Linux Foundation with a mentorship. We want to bring our project over. That could be our mentorship project. But we'll talk about that. We have plenty of time to decide if we want a mentorship this year. But that's basically what we are. And we're working towards getting this awesome technology out to the Snowflake clients and anyone else who's interested in it. We're trying to get small to medium. Hopefully, I dream big, so I want the large companies to have interest in what we're doing and want to help us adopt and grow this technology. So I think I covered everybody.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah.
about you, Latoya? What's your story?
Oh, geez. Oh, I, God, where do I start? In the beginning? No, I'm cut it in half. So I have a degree in electrical engineering. Like the first 15 years I was in manufacturing Can't remember that life anymore. I think the last bit I did was at Intel. I was a validation engineer, so whenever the chips came out the fab, we would run tests on it before we released it to our external customers, which was HP, if that's still a thing, Dell, Lenovo. Did that for a number of years. Then I switched over to finance. I got bit by the Bitcoin crypto bug and blockchain this and blockchain that. And I managed to work my way up to this company with BlackRock on their digital assets lab team and
Cool.
helped with the first Bitcoin ETF and as well as some tokenization projects they did, but they end up outsourcing everything to the other companies. So I was like, oh, that's how that works. So
Wow,
that's how that works.
those are groundbreaking projects. Very cool.
Very
You were
cool.
specifically on like the builder funds? Like
Builder
were you
funds,
on
where
that
was
one?
I
That's where
at?
they tokenized government
Yeah, the
security,
Biddle. Yes,
government
Biddle. That's what it was.
the
That
bill.
was the
Sorry,
name of
yeah.
the project was the Biddle tokens. They were
Yeah.
using Circle. Well, Securitize was the onboarding,
Yeah,
and then the
securitized
liquidity was
circle.
provided by Circle. And then what BlackRock did was they wanted to bring in that money and put it on chain to get higher yields for their clients. Um, God, what did I do there? I forgot. But anyway, building that infrastructure, helping to build that underlying
Wow.
infrastructure there, because I
I
think we
love that. I
were,
think tokenization of real world assets is always what I
yes,
thought is the best use for blockchain. And then I
absolutely.
thought things sort of went haywire with like, oh, let's just create bored apes. And I'm like, all that stuff is fun and cool, but like,
Right,
hey, let's get
right.
back to like some serious business here.
Agreed, agreed. So yeah, being able to put the first Bitcoin node on BlackRock Rails, that was pretty cool.
Wow.
But I think they got nervous because they were more concerned about data that was coming in because they're very we need to know where this data is going. We need to know who's on the other side of this transaction, even though with blockchain it's all decentralized and we're not supposed to know, whatever, whatever, whatever. But did that and
Well, no, so,
then
see, I'm not a real purist as far as that goes. I
yeah,
think you can have the right combination of like, use blockchain to clear transactions,
correct.
lower transaction fees. Um, but at the same time, it makes sense that not every, like, you can't be completely anonymous
Right.
because, like, for compliance reasons. So I think
Absolutely.
there's, some
Both
people are,
sides.
what's the, like, just maximist. I think you got to be practical. And
Correct. Correct. And then also add the administration and also
And
the
anybody using Ethereum is not a purist because Ethereum Classic is technically Ethereum. Sorry, I started a long
oh
time ago.
yeah. I love the
right,
energy.
good
Stay
point. Right.
blockchain.
They had to fork it. Right. Oops. We got to give people their money back. Right.
So
Yeah.
you lost me on puritist that day in the industry
That's a
because I was
great
for the
example. Yep.
fork. Give
Use for the fork.
me my
The
money back.
merge. I love the merge. Oh man. But yeah, so yeah, I've had this call on my calendar for like the last year, and I feel bad that I haven't even tried to. Every time on Monday at 9 a.m., it was always something else. And I said, today, I'm going to show up for this and see what happens.
Awesome.
And now I just finished this 2 day mastermind with AI. So I got all this AI stuff floating in my head. And I was like, all right, I need to do something with it. And then this call here has popped up. And I was like, let me go and sit and be a fly on the wall and see if I can find a use case for whatever app that I learned in. And maybe I heard something about taking notes and stuff with the bot. Yeah, I have to watch the video again to catch all the details. But yeah, that's me. If I had to put it in a nutshell, software engineer. Kind of just chasing shiny things right now until I find a place to land. To find my next chapter in life to see what else is there to do. Yeah.
Cool. Well, welcome
So I don't
welcome
know
to the
how.
team or the community here.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this more official of showing up more consistently. Because I'm like, this call has been on my calendar for a good
Well, good. I'm glad you're
month
here.
plus. And
Good way
I
to
need
kick
to,
off the new year. It's your New Year's
right.
resolution to finally meet us.
Where are you physically sitting?
I am physically sitting in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh,
We are in the midst of a ice storm, but
yeah,
I'm
we're just
originally from
Peter and I are in
Chicago.
Jersey. We feel your
Yeah,
pain.
we're
Right.
both
I'm
down here
originally
in
from
Jersey.
Chicago, so I'm like, what are y'all crying about? What is happening here?
I'm like,
I
should I
grew
go out
up
and
in
get
this weather.
coffee? My husband's like, you're not going to get coffee. I'm like, I can go get coffee. He's like, no, you're not going
Right.
to.
Everybody is
Because there's
freaking
a
out.
foot
I'm
of
like,
snow
no.
outside. You're not going anywhere. I'm like, darn.
They got snow days down here. I'm like, what is a snow day? What is
Oh
that
yeah.
like?
Yeah,
Well,
no,
no,
my kids and wife got the day off.
they're
I had an
starting
appointment
to.
to go to I have an appointment to go to the DMV, and that got canceled because the DMV's closed. I'm like, oh gosh,
Ah,
like you can't just
that's
show
right.
up anymore. So now you
No.
gotta
They're
like book an
talking.
appointment. So I
They're
booked an
talking in New
appointment, and now
York.
it got canceled.
They're talking in New York about not having snow days anymore and just moving to distance learning.
Oh goodness.
I'm
Okay,
like,
Just
on
turn
oh,
the
those
that's
computer
days.
awful.
on.
That's awful. The best days of my life were snow days.
Right?
Can't do that to kids.
They gotta learn, man. They gotta feel the let life hit them a little bit. Let them feel that
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. They'll learn about the cold
Right. So you can know how to make decisions. That's how that works. Let
and
life
snowmen.
right.
Anyway, it's a lot of
She's saving
electrical
these
engineering, a
kids.
lot of engineering in that snowman making.
Right.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
so Georgia, huh?
Oh,
I used to be jealous of
yeah.
the weather, but now it's as cold down there as it
I
is.
did get tired of the cold, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I moved to Georgia because like at least I could deal with the heat a little bit. But it's not as hot as I thought it was gonna be though, because I think it's because the only time I came south was in the that pocket where it was the hottest in July or something. That's when we come to visit family. And I was like, I hate the South. But now it's like, wait,
No,
y'all
it's
only
only a
like that for
few
2 weeks.
weeks.
After that, y'all good? Y'all got 12 months in a year? Oh, that's great. We
Yeah,
don't
it's
get 12
beautiful.
months in Chicago. We get like 3 months. And after that, it's ice. Ice and snow for the next 9 months.
We're pretty 6 and 6 here in Jersey.
See? Y'all got a half a calendar. Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
6 and 6. Take what we can get. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I will work on further our submission for both places, talking to David and feeling him out. I'm going to work on the website, and I'm also going to um, look into the things that I've registered for Snowflake. There's a meeting tomorrow on so one of the things, to tell you, if you
Hmm.
have time and join that Snowflake connection. Snowflake is a really big data company,
Hmm.
comparable with like Databricks and like all those other big data
Yeah,
warehouses. A lot of
BlackRock got an
companies use
account with
them with,
them. Yeah.
yeah, a lot. Right. We want our tool to, again, just sit on top of their information and
Yeah.
and ask
And
these
just pull
great
it.
questions. So we have one of our advisors is a Snowflake employee high up who does like a lot of presentations. So he's helping us. His name is Tim.
Okay.
And JRAM and Gianluca are trying to do the code to get our stuff into out of our open source environment and into the Snowflake
Database, misplaced snowflakes, database.
marketplace for us to be able to get clients.
Cool.
So that's what we're working on. If you want to, read up
I'm
on the
down.
Snowflake connection, that
Yeah.
website that I put in, that wiki page that I put
What
in.
language are you guys using? I'm assuming Python if for
Yes,
the
the
but
Snowflake is a background database, a relational database. So for
oh relational. Okay.
setting up, uh, use the standard SQL and mostly Python for the backend and also for the front end in Streamlit. They use
Okay,
Streamlit
cool.
as a UI library.
Okay, good.
So
I was like, I gotta learn Go. I'm trying to find a use case for Go.
Yeah, go
But I
away.
got Python. I know Python too. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that under the bus. But no, it's just every time I learn one language and there's a new one that I was like, oh my God, I can't keep chasing all these languages. But anyway, Python and SQL. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I can contribute there as well because well, to be fair, BlackRock uses Java, Intel uses Python, but I have it covered. It's fine. But
And again, when I
okay.
first when I first went to go back to school to get my master's in business technology, the teacher the first day said, "You will never be smarter than your students from now on. Don't try." He said,
I'm trying.
"Just solve the problem. Don't learn
Right.
everything. Just solve the problem. Forget learning everything. You're never going to learn everything anymore."
Ah. No, that's
So
the thing
that's
too,
how
is
we
like
just solve problems. We don't look at.
I just want to solve problems in Python now. I don't want to learn
There
anything
you
in another
go.
language. Don't give me no Go. I don't care about Rust. Sorry, I'll just leave that for the younger kids. Let them fight that.
Let them fight those wars. Okay, so I am finished for the day. Does anybody have anything else?
Oh, see, try Rust is better than Go. See, told you.
So, so I know I don't want to distract from the snowflake, but Gianluca, did you get some free time to take a look at the analytics so that it would include activity prior to December?
Yeah, in reality, we have the data. I just fixed the UI in order to have to show that data. I can work this week and also
I mean, only like if you're like blocked with, the snowflake stuff, but
Mhm.
like focus on that. Anything you need to do
Okay.
with that is like priority one, two, three, and four. This is like, oh, I
Okay.
need a break from that. Let me just like, you know, fix that while I've got some free time, or I just need a
Okay.
diversion to work on something else.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And do we have an advisory meeting tomorrow?
Yeah, let's keep it and just sort of catch
I
up
I
with
might not be
people
able to make that until 1 o'clock, if that's possible to change it.
to switch it to 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got grandkids and they nap at 1. I'm
They
snowed
nap
in with
what?
grandkids.
I have a
Best thing in the
12
world.
o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, I can move that to 1 o'clock and see what people
And maybe
say.
that might be better for Tim because he can never make the 10 o'clock.
I don't know if 1 o'clock's better for him or not.
Who knows?
Um, but yeah, I could move it. The only thing is like what I was told with the DMV is that, oh, since we canceled your things for Monday, just show up any other day and we'll try to fit you in kind of language.
Oh, that's always so much fun at the
And I can't
DMV.
imagine that
Just
going
show up.
well and not require me like sitting there forever. Um, but my schedule's like filling up for Tuesday, so maybe I just do that on Wednesday, and I just show up at the DMV. We'll see. So, but anyway, I'll move it to 1 o'clock, and and see what the
Everybody says.
advisors respond back.
Okay, good, because we got
Okay.
stuff to talk about.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
talk to you
All
tomorrow.
right.
Mhm.
Enjoy,
Tomorrow.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.